A chalky opening weekend in the NCAA tournament means the best is hopefully yet to come. Sunday evening's thriller between number 1 seed Duke and number 9 seed UCF, which was highlighted by two unicorns of basketball players, let alone human beings, Zion Williamson and Taco Fall, quenched the thirst of a country that was parched from a growing list of blowouts. Duke's 77-76 win, which ended in two potential UCF game winners taking nightmare-evoking bounces for the Knights, was one of the exceptions. There were just 5, the closest we got was LSU point guard Tremont Waters' game-winning layup with 1.6 seconds left against Maryland in a 69-67 win Saturday. UCF, New Mexico State and Belmont's off-target buzzer-beating attempts will be filed in the What If? Folder. Related. Before this year, the record for the fewest number of one-possession games in the first two rounds was 7 in 2016, according to ESPN Stats and Info. But 2016, and of course, the final play of that year's NCAA tournament was arguably the greatest shot in the history of college basketball, Chris Jenkins' game-winning three at the buzzer to win the national title against North Carolina. March hasn't been completely devoid of upsets. Number 13 seed UC Irvine over number 4 seed Kansas State. Big-time individual performances produce Carson Edwards scored 42 points against Villanova and halftime scores that made you do a double-take, see below. But those March staples were far outnumbered by lopsided final scores. 31 of the 52 games through the second round were decided by 10 points or more. That's in part why Duke UCF will be on the short list of the best games of the 2019 NCAA tournament, regardless of how the next 4 rounds play out. LSU Maryland featured 11 former top 100 recruits and several future NBA players in Saturday's opening game. The Tigers, led by number 7 seed Wofford, had a golden opportunity to be this year's darling against number 2 seed Kentucky, but Fletcher McGee, the NCAA Division I leader in career three-pointers, had an 0 for 12 day, a dubious tournament record. In his words, after Wofford's upset bid fell short, the final 6 games on Saturday were won by an average of 19 points. On Friday, number 16 seed Gardner-Webb's first half against number 1 seed Virginia had us asking if lightning could strike twice before the Hoos won by 15 as the Cavaliers aced. Sure, the tournament was absolutely better because of number 12 seed Murray State and. But the Racers won't be moving on. Neither will feel good. The top 14 teams on KenPoM.com all advanced to the Sweet 16. If you're a fan of Cinderellas, that's not so sweet. Sure, those KenPoM.com rankings are partly self-fulfilling in the sense that by winning, teams maintain, if not improve, their position, but the larger point remains. By and large, the top 4 seeds have won almost every one of their games, often in runaway fashion. As weird as it might, it's been such a slow week that Michigan State coach Tom Izzo yelling at freshman Aaron Henry during the Spartans' first-round game inspired a 4-day national conversation about coaching and communication styles. That's not typically the type of madness for which March is known. The Sweet 16 is almost as chalk as possible. The top 4 seeds advanced in the East and West regions. The number 1, number 2, and number 3 seeds are still alive in the Midwest and South. This is just the second time since the NCAA tournament expanded to 64 teams in 1985 that every number 1, number 2, and number 3 seed advanced to the Sweet 16, joining 2009. All a concept we created during the winter that graphs teams' offensive and defensive efficiency in order to compare them to past national champions. You are still standing. That means the NCAA tournament, which has largely been devoid of monumental upsets, double-digit seeds winning multiple games and last-second shots, has given us foolproof matchups in the Sweet 16. Or at least that's what we're hoping begging you for, after this weekend. We get number 1 seed Duke versus number 4 seed Virginia Tech, which beat the Zion Williamson-less Blue Devils the last time they met. Number 3 seed Texas Tech against number 2 seed Michigan in a game between the two most efficient defenses in the country. Number 1 seed Gonzaga opposite number 4 seed Florida State in a rematch from last season's Sweet 16. Number 2 seed Tennessee and number 3 seed Purdue, each led by an All-American U forward Grant Williams and guard Carson Edwards, respectively. It's boring to pick a bracket that's all chalk. Let's just hope the post appeared first on. Related slides show best photos of the NCAA tournament provided by Iman.
Raindrop, drop top, top smoking, no cooking the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Looking up, open the park pot.